Pretty impressive, Andrew?
Yeah, I thought it was a good, tough effort. I thought the second half was obviously a lot better than the first. We just put ourselves under too much pressure in the first half, but to hold them to nil in the second half, I thought, although I think we've got a lot of improvement, it was a pretty gritty win in the end.
Australian journalists almost call it unwarriors-like the second half. And were you impressed with how Sean controlled and how the team sort of just maintained possession when they had such a flood of it?
Yeah, well, that was our focus all week, really, to control the ball. We have got a lot of skill in our team, but it's making sure we get that right balance between using it and knowing when to hold the ball. So we certainly did that a lot better in the second half, and we had a fair bit of possession. So the fact that we come away with a win was very pleasing.
Was that the crux of your message at half time, to play a little bit more conservatively?
Yeah, that's what we needed to do against the Titans. They're a really tough, gritty team, and they can frustrate you. So, you've got to show a lot of control with the ball, and and just be patient with it, and then you'll get points.
When you say you've got plenty of improvement left, are you referring to that sort of area of the game, other areas?
Yeah, I thought we still lacked a bit of polish with our execution. As I said, we had a mountain of possession in the second half, and we only come up with 8 points, so 10 points or something like that. So, I thought if we had just executed a little better, we could have made it a touch easier for ourselves. But as I said, 2 points at this time of year is pretty important.
Simon, you was confident you got there for that try they were at just after half time?
I was fairly confident. I knew I'd kick the ball off the ground prior to the line, and whether it was got on the line or not, I wasn't 100% sure, but pretty happy to see it on the replay.
What about this new tactic of pushing in a scrum? What happened there?
Yeah, the boys are pretty happy actually. We did actually practice it at training, but I guess it's something that obviously you use from time to time.
You just pull it out every couple of months, or?
Yeah, I guess we have to wait and see. Get it on the sleeve, I think.
Do you get any tips from the boys?
Yeah.
Probably need some.
Has that been sort of the focus of Andrew since he's come in, Simon, to be a bit more conservative and get that foundation laid before playing footy? Or how have things changed in the last month?
I guess, Andrew never tells us not to take an opportunity or not to throw a pass. I think it's about making the right decision. I guess before that, earning the right to, and that generally comes from us trying to play that ball quick and get a bit of ruck speed and get a bit of momentum in our game, and it tends to help with that, I guess, passing the footy. But I guess it's a balance we've got to try and get right. We probably didn't get it right in the first half, and I think you saw our defence struggle with that.
What was it like trying to tackle Dave Taylor in that first half?
Yeah, I guess on the right edge they're having a tough time. He scored a couple, so we definitely have to work on that. 16 points or 14 points in the first half is far too much.
Simon, last year the sort of stabilising period was very successful for the club. Do you sort of feel like you might be able to do the same sort of thing this year?
I guess for us it's a matter of chalking up some wins. Our record store isn't very good this year, and for us it's about playing consistently and improving each week. It's old cliche, but we need to. I guess tonight was an ugly win, but we need to improve our performance, and if we keep, we need to keep chalking up the 2 points, otherwise we'll make it too hard on ourselves.
Andrew, when did David Fussatua realise he was only playing?
Thursday morning, he knew. He had a tough week as well. He was crook early in the week, and then he got the call up late. So, it was a great effort from him. He set up, he scored a try and set up another one.
He's obviously developing nicely.
Yeah, he's a very talented kid, and he's got a big future in the game, I reckon.
I suppose if you're hanging outside Coronado, you've got to expect those offloaders and passes coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, you do. He's a handful, Conrad, and he's certainly learning to use skill that goes with that raw power that he's got. So when he gets that balance right, he's pretty devastating.
Andrew, how do you coach against someone like Dave Taylor, who's just a freak as far as physically,
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. I think you just got to try to get lots of numbers around him because it usually takes 2 to 3 to stop him, and sometimes even more. So it's if he can isolate defenders, he's very difficult to stop.
Any early diagnosis on Sean? What's that ankle look like?
Not sure. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think it's too serious. Whether he'll miss a week or two, I'm not sure. So hopefully it's not too bad.
Is Thomas far away from being available? Or?
He's not too far away, but he won't be next week. So that'll certainly give us a headache if Sean's not right. But yeah, Thomas is probably another 2 to 3 weeks away.
Andrew, does Nathan Friend sort of surprise you about how good he's going at this age? I know you guys extended him recently.
Not really. If you knew Nathan, Nathan's he's a professional. He looks after himself, and I think there's no reason why he can't even play longer than what he's he's got a year to go next year. But I think he's one of those guys that could be like a Steve Menzies and play till he's 38, 39. He's just such a professional. Steve.